and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thank you for joining me today for the Pisces March 2022 horoscope. Some good news this month, passionate Pisces, and that is that there are no retrograding planets to hold us back. There's no eclipses this month that, usually cause some sort of rumbling and turbulence. That's not going on. And there's no major aspects in your chart either. So we can all look forward to a month where we really make some progress, both in the outside world and also inside us, spiritually and emotionally speaking. And so it's something to look forward to. That's a good thing. I'll just briefly explain what I do. I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month. I'll have a look at your horoscope in depth, and then I'll do a psychic channeling at the end, so do stick around for that. Let's go to the main board now, and if you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to draw the cards first. The first card can be thought of as the first half of the month, if that suits you, and the second card as the second half of the month. Okay, let's go with that one there. Closing my eyes. Small furry animals, but white or very light coloured. And I just feel like there's affection in your normal everyday life, and it's easy to sort of overlook it or not think about it because it's always there. And so just a reminder to appreciate the things that you already have. Wow, I was going to pick that one, but this one underneath is pulling me now. It's the Wheel of Fortune. That's a good thing. It's saying whatever situation you're in, the Wheel of Fortune turns. And so, things change. And literally, I've had many instances in the last few weeks especially of something just turning 180 degrees around, people's lives just being changed in 5 minutes or less. So things can happen. So it's really important to make the best of every moment. But I do see this as a largely positive card, okay? The universe is forever moving forwards, and so too we can move forward this month. So you'll make good progress. All right, so the second card of the month. Okay, that one. And again, a white or very light coloured car, a vehicle. It's a bit old-fashioned, but it goes. And again, that's sort of alluding to the movement forward that I've mentioned how many times already? Ace of Cups. This is a very favourable card for your emotions. It's about pleasantries. It's harmonious. It's like spirit literally giving you a hand to make yourself happier, basically. And it's the beginning of something, okay? So you could start to, you might have your normal projects or work or things like that going, but it's more than that. It's more about joy and love and how you feel, affection, peace, anything to do with matters of the heart, but it's very smooth flowing and lovely. Okay, all right, so there are your 2 cards, so bear these in mind. I'm just going to rearrange this because they might come up during the reading. They often do. All right, so that's that. Now I'll just make it a bit bigger so you can see. Okay, so heaps of things going on here. Alrighty, so this is more of an independent chart because there's a lot of planets here on the eastern side of the chart, around your ascendant especially. And so this means that you're taking a lot of initiative. You've got a lot of self drive, ambition, motivation that's coming from within. You don't need other people so much this month to tell you what to do. It's all coming from you. That's a good thing. Your co-rulers Jupiter and Neptune are conjunct here in your sign. This is giving you a lot more energy. Anything that Jupiter touches expands, and there with Neptune, the two of them blend together. So it's like bringing your spirituality out into the world, out into your everyday life. Even if you've been quiet about spiritual things, in some way you'll probably want to express it, and it might not be verbally. Maybe you do it through art or through your work, or you just know that spiritual energy is flowing through you and you can send it out into the world. This is beautiful placement here. There's a stellium also in your 11th house up here with Venus, Mars and Pluto. This is very powerful, especially regarding your connections, the people you know, groups, and also your friends. And Pluto brings a lot of transformational energy into your life. So there's some sort of major transformation going on with your friends, connections and groups, and also your hopes and dreams. Because it's Mars and Venus together, it's possible that you could meet somebody that's very attractive, and yes, it can be a romance, or it could be a friendship that is sort of life-changing or life-altering. So big, important time coming up for you this month, passionate Pisces. All right, so, and this Ace of Cups, like beginning of new relationships, goes beautifully with this card, okay? It could be karmic, the Wheel of Fortune. Could be, you'll know when you meet them, because you'll just like blend so well together. You'll get on so well together, it's like you've met before. Okay, well, let's have a look at your horoscope now in depth. A lot of energy in the first week of the month with Mars, Venus, the Sun. And so this is suggesting that masculine energies and feminine energies are coming together in some way. So even though I said it could be just a friend that you meet, there is a fair bit of energy here for romance between these two. There could be a new friendship or romance beginning with Venus conjuncting Venus. But if you're in an established relationship, it's likely to be rejuvenated in some way. If there's been some issues with somebody that you care about, you might want to reach out at the beginning of the month, because it's likely to go more smoothly and you can resolve something, because Venus is very good at smoothing things over. Okay, something beautiful could start, a relationship this month. It's also important that you're surrounded by harmony and beauty. You've also got the Sun conjuncting the Sun, making you stand out and bringing light and awareness, insight into your everyday life. So you'll probably be filled with new energy and vitality. So if you've had health problems, you could be feeling better. The new moon is in your sign the 2nd of March, and you'll probably be more perceptive and sensitive than usual when the new moon moves in here. And do watch, what's going on in your environment. If it's not so pleasant, you probably want to get out of there and find a pleasant environment. And you could be also picking up the vibes of people around you as well. So it's important that you're comfortable. You may be feeling slightly more emotional, and it's probably not a good time for going through contracts, because your mind might be a bit fuzzy. Also, the beginning of the month, Venus is conjuncting Mars, giving you a lot of energy to get your desires met. You could be feeling more ambitious than usual, but Venus takes the edge off of that, so you're not an insufferable bore. Venus makes everything go smoothly. So it's great for your creativity. The Sun squares your MC from the 28th of February to the 2nd of March. And this could be a bit of a nuisance, because other people might not agree with you. You know, it's like you've got a direction in life and you're trying to tweak it and make it go the way you want, but other people just have their agenda. So there could be a bit of an issue there that causes a bit of an argument. Not necessarily, but yeah, just watch for that. Sun sextiles Uranus, also the beginning of the month. This is fabulous. It's very interesting and exciting. It's a time when you use your intuition a lot. Maybe thinking logically is not for you at the moment. That's okay. Sometimes you don't want to do that all the time, of course. Also, Mars conjuncting Pluto. This is about getting rid of the past. You know, it's like you want to get on and make some progress, and so you could drive yourself or push yourself a bit too hard because Pluto can be very compulsive about things. So just watch for if you're feeling compulsive or compelled to do something, you know. Watch for power struggles also. The 4th to the 14th of April, Mars moves into your 12th house here. And sometimes that's a bit frustrating because Mars does want to make your desires felt, and, you know, you want to make an impact. But here in the 12th house, it's not about making an impact in the outside world. It's more about making an impact within. So retreat from any sort of confrontation, spend time at home in a quiet sort of environment if you can. It's a great time to help other people if you can do that too. The 4th until the 5th of April, Venus moves into your 12th house as well, joining this crowd. It's a crowd in here. And it's not the time to be sociable right now. Perhaps you can't be openly affectionate or display your feelings about someone that you care about. And do watch if you have romantic feelings for someone who's not available to you. You need to use some discretion. On the other hand, a person, a friend or a loved one might need you very much now. And you can care for them without getting much back in return. That's okay. The 9th to the 26th sees Mercury move into your sign. Where is it? Here. From the 12th house into your sign here. And this is a time when you can speak out about something. So it's, you know, things that have been going on you might have been keeping quiet about because there's been so much going on here in the 12th. But as everything sort of changes and moves around, Mercury moving here into your sign, it's going to help you to speak out. It's a great time to initiate discussions and communication, but you may be so intent on getting your message across that you don't really listen to other people. So watch that. It's important to listen. 17th to the 20th, the full moon. So this is really at the peak on the 18th. The full moon is in your 8th house here of intimacy and also shared resources. And you might be thinking about jointly held assets, property, wills, inheritances, loans, anything that you share with somebody else, whether that be a corporation or another person. And with, you know, the full moon, sometimes it can be a little bit turbulent, give a bit of a shake-up. Your emotions are also likely to be more intense, so just watch that, you know, you don't overreact to something. 19th to the 19th of April, the sun moves into your 2nd house here, and this gives you a lot of insight and awareness around your money, your possessions, and things that you value, basically. If you tend to be sort of generous or extravagant with your money, you're probably likely to be even more so now. But if you have been struggling financially, you'll probably see the light at the end of the tunnel now. It'll probably, you know, with the sun, it'll probably give you some sort of insight into what you need to do, what's really going on to improve your finances. 19th to the 22nd of March, Mars sextiles your MC. This is fabulous for your vocation or career, but also Also your reputation, okay, or your general life direction. So this gives you a clear objective to go for. You can advance your professional goals, or if you're not interested in working, then you can change your course, and get yourself onto a better course. Other people are likely to help you, especially people in authority now. And you probably feel a bit more confident and willing to take a risk or attack a problem. If you've got a problem, it's like you want to solve it and find the answer. 25th of March to the 10th of April, Mercury moves into your second house here. So Mercury's got a very busy time of it this month because it's going across 3 houses from the 12th, your sign, and then into the second. So there could be lots of discussions about lots of different things, but when it goes into the second, it's probably about your money or commercial transactions or your material security in some way. It's time now to manage your resources, and also you might think about consulting some sort of professional person like a financial planner or an accountant. Time to get your business affairs in order. 27th to the 30th, Mars conjunct Mercury. With this, Mars energy is very strong, so it's not a great time to be diplomatic or cautious. So watch what you say, because there'll be a lot of energy behind your words, and it might, take people aback. Sometimes I look back in my life and I think, yeah, that's the time I said something. It wasn't nothing wrong with what I said, but that Mars energy was there and it just came out of my mouth with too much force, and I didn't even mean it to come out like that. So yeah, sometimes you can tell by the look on somebody's face when if you say something and it doesn't sit with them, and it's like, are they overreacting? And then realise it's Mars at play. 29th of March to the 1st of April, Mars conjuncts Saturn, and it's time to rely on yourself here. Concentrate. It's a great time for detailed work or doing precise sort of work. There may be some obstructions and delays though, which is a bit frustrating, but you can do a very thorough job of something. If you feel a bit frustrated, just go for a walk. That's what I always do. Go to the forest or the beach or something like that. It's not, patience and perseverance is what's required now, and it's only for a couple of days, so you'll be fine. And finally, on the 31st of March, there's a second new moon or a black moon, depending on your location, in your second house here, bringing new beginnings around your possessions, your personal belongings, and your money. So it's important that you secure your valuables, check on your valuables, don't leave the window open or the door open if you go out, for example. And the other thing is, don't spend money on a whim, especially on things that, have more emotional appeal than practical value. Okay, so that's your horoscope, dear Pisces. Now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you for March 2022, Pisces. What's this, like a river? Oh, okay. I'm looking at the sea, it is actually, or it could be a very, very large lake. It's night time. The full moon is right in front of me. It's very still and quiet and very peaceful. And so I think this is alluding to all of the energy there in the 12th house and your subconscious, okay? I want to say things can change rapidly, like maybe a storm comes in or something can happen, but the main point is to enjoy what you have right now, because this is quite a beautiful thing that I'm seeing at the moment. The full moon, there could be turbulence underneath the water, but on top it's very still. So maybe in your dreams, or if you're meditating, you might get little flashes of things that are a bit untoward or a bit turbulent, volatile, things being shifted around and that sort of thing. Now I see a lampshade and somebody's turning the light on, but normally you'd have the light above you, the ceiling is above you. For some reason it's horizontal. I see a horizontal light shade and somebody's pulling like a string and it's turning on. the light is there, so the insight and awareness is there, but the situation is not what it should be. It's like on its side, okay? So something might have fallen over. So maybe you had a project or something you were interested in doing and it's fallen over. It can still be righted, so it can be fixed. So it just means you'll have to put a bit more energy and effort into it to fix it, okay? It's no great harm or anything like that, I don't think, anyway. Something about ice cubes. I got no idea what that means. And then I see silver coins and what do you call that at the casino? What do you call that game that spins around? And it's black and red is what I can see. And coins, I think it's balls that go into the black and red, little slots. What's it called? Roulette. I think it's called roulette. But this is money. I'm seeing like silver coins, like a dime, or maybe in Australia, 20-cent piece. I think a dime might be like 10 cents. So it's that sort of size anyway. And so it's all spinning around. So there's a bit of a risk involved here, and there's any number of things that could happen. It's not as simple. I don't know how you play roulette, but yeah, red or black. I don't know if you get paid out. If, say, you bet on 15 red and it comes out as 35 red, I don't think you get paid out anything in a casino for that. But in this case, what I'm seeing, if you get the same colour come out as, this is an example, an analogy, if you get the same colour, you're still going to get a part payment. So I feel like you're betting on something working out, and there's so many different variables, but it's not all or nothing. You can absolutely win something. Something can be, you can get across the line and win something, okay, come in your favour. Okay, so that's it. I hope that makes sense to you. It was a bit bizarre. Not to worry. If you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Have a wonderful month, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.